Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. I'm your host, Sega Girl NB, and in the last episode, we made it to Windfall Island and we actually took on a couple, small little side quests here. But we're actually not quite done yet. We managed to get ourselves a new item, which is the Picto Box. So there's actually a few pictures that you want to take beforehand. So one thing I wanted to actually do first, though, is head inside here. This is across from where Mrs. Marie's School of Joy is. If you actually come inside here, you're going to notice there's this dude is absolutely miserable looking who's sitting behind a counter. But before you go ahead and do anything, there's 30 rupees right behind here, and we're going to need those. So first and foremost, you'll go ahead and speak to him. He's like, "Hey, welcome. It's 10 rupees per game for kids. You want to play or what?" Yeah, okay then. Welcome to the fleet. I am the great Admiral Dolvarsky. Look sharp, for thee are the sole protectors of this island. Admiral, red alert. All hands on deck. Sonar shows that schools of deadly giant squid are approaching. All ships prepare for battle. What? Where? Oh, I see. There are 3 squid groups. A large one, a medium one, and a small one. If they allow them to come any closer, the children on the island will be in great danger. Sailor, take command of our new radar system to seek out and sink all of these fiendishly hidden items. Or enemies, sorry. But be warned, you have only 24 cannonballs that you can fire. To destroy the marauding squid pods, you must score 4 direct hits on the large, 3 on the medium, and 2 on the small. Use the joystick to move the cursor and press A to fire a cannon blast. May your aim be true. That is all. That is all the instruction you need. Is that clear, sailor? Aye, aye, sir. Excellent. So far, our best sailor has managed to destroy all of the giant squid using only 20 cannonballs. May you fight us bravely. So what we got here is basically Battleship. It is completely random in terms of what it is where the locations of the squid is going to be. And you got to do it in less than 20 cannonballs. So that way you can not only get the treasure chart, but also a piece of heart, and then an additional treasure chart that you can get here. So there's 2 treasure charts and 1 piece of heart that you can get with this minigame. It is possible to get 2 of those items in 1 game, so you technically only have to play this twice. But at the same time, though, I am terrible at this minigame. And if there's any treasure charts or pieces of heart that I dreaded wanting to do this game, it was this one. So usually what I do is I basically just kind of let the cursor just kind of go randomly all over the place, and then I just start pressing the A button like so. And as you can tell, alright, so there's the medium one. Alright, that's 20, so now we need... Oh, man, I was so close that time. I could have done it with all of them. Oh, bad news, sailor. The enemies have retreated or something. It's 10 rupees per game for kids. Want to try again? Yeah, so this is basically what's going to take pretty much a good length of this video. It's just trying to do this freaking minigame. Ooh, okay, do we have... Alright, there's the medium. And splish, splish. Alright, there's the small. Okay, so then all we need now is just the... Yeah, we're not getting it. Damn. I'm not even going to say what that long one looks like, but whatever. Alright, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to try going at an angle. Okay, we won it. Alright. Excellent work, sailor. Your deeds have successfully protected the peace on this fair island. They are so very proud. The children on the island would like to give you a thank you, sailor. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sailor. please take this piece of heart as a sign of our gratitude. You are so great. Okay, there we go. So we actually got the piece of heart now, but now we actually have to get the treasure charts. So thanks for playing and all that. I can't tell you how fun it's been for me, and don't forget your umbrella or nothing on your way out the door. Well, unfortunately for you, Salvatore, we actually have to give you more work because we've got 2 treasure charts that we have to do. Oh, I was so close that time. Oh, man. Well, at least we get one of the treasure charts at the very least. Yeah, we are... It's been passed down on our island for many years, so don't tell the island elder, okay? Take this treasure chart. Alright, so if you just win one of the games, like, 2 times, like, on the second time, that's when you can get one of the treasure charts. But the other one, in order to get the other treasure chart, you have to get it under 20 cannonballs. So, I'm not going anywhere until I get that last one. So... if I have to grind for this as much as possible, that's what I will do in this recording session. Dang it, I got 21 again. Hooray, yay, oh, thank you. Please accept all of our combined allowances. Take these 50 rupees. Okay, well, at least I got the 50 rupees, so that way I can actually freaking keep playing this game until I get it under 20. Oh my god, I got it! Holy crap! Oh. Okay, that took me about, like, 20 minutes, I think, altogether. Maybe even longer than that, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Please accept, take the 50 rupees. Yeah, so then when you win it, you'll get the 50 rupees, but then also he'll say, whoa, wait a sec, 17? That's a new record. So, you get this too. Alright, we got the treasure chart. Holy crap. Okay, so, thanks for playing and all that. Okay, well, fine. I never want to see you again in my life. Friggin', I'm out of here. No more. I don't want to deal with any of this. Holy mother of God. Okay, I am so sorry that you had to sit through all of that. More than likely, I'm going to cut down all of that, like, by a bunch. But thankfully, the worst is over, so we don't have to deal with it anymore. That's probably the worst heart piece in the entire... well, the worst treasure charts in the game that we had to deal with. So... I'm not going to be dealing with that anymore, but anyways, that took up like a bunch of the episodes, so next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, we're going to actually, you know what? No, I'm not editing it off right now. No, screw that. We're going to go into this place right here. And then we're finally going to go ahead and take on this little quest, or so on and so forth, but main reason why you want to do this, you want to talk to this fellow over here with this giant-ass beard. Why, young sir, I must say, you seem to be in possession of a very fine pictobox there. Are you a lover of pictographs as well? There can be no villains amongst the ranks of pictobox lovers. Take your time. Look around, I implore you. So what he means by that, because I was a little confused about this at first, you actually want to head on up this way. If you go up the stairs, you're going to notice there's a gallery of like a bunch of different things over here. Man, I had to burp and sneeze at the same time, and that was like the worst feeling in the world. Wow. Oh, aren't these some finely snapped pictographs? You must admit it. But come now, you needn't be so surprised, my young sir. It is a hobby of mine to sneak up behind people when they least expect it. Sir, I believe that's called battery and assault. Anyways, it's quite an amusing diversion, think nothing of it. By the way, my pictographs you see decorating these fine walls have been all taken by none other by myself. They are my pride and joy. She's my pride and joy. You see, in my younger days I was tireless, sailing far and wide across the great sea, snapping pictographs wherever I went. Have a look at them, young sir. So really, all you need to do is just, like, look at one of them, and, like, he'll basically go into, like, one big, like, explanation pretty much about everything. But this one in particular is actually the one that you're going to want to talk about the most, because it's actually something very important for later on in the game. One ill-fated day, misfortune befell me, and my boat was destroyed. Clinging to the wreckage, I drifted at the whims of the waves. That's when I saw this monstrosity, this foul ship, veiled in mist, and fading in and out of sight like something of another world. Yes, my young sir, 'tis none other than the ghost ship. The rumors I've heard tell of a man who reached the reaches of the sea where the ghost ship faded in and out of sight, and that he drew a map of its movements. But it is said that as soon as the man had finished drawing the lines of that cursed map, he died a most unexpected death. Chilling. Truly chilling. Now, if one were able to find that map, that it might be possible to sneak onto that ghost ship and get the treasure that is said to lurk within its hull. So, very important. We're definitely going to want to remember that for later. But anyways, once you're done looking at Lenzo's gallery, that's his name, the fellow in the photograph shop. His name is Lenzo. You're going to want to head on out and then head back in again. Because then I'm pretty sure now we're going to find him right behind his countertop. So if you want to speak to him, he's going to say, "You see, young sir, I have been studying picture boxes since I was but a lad. My lifelong dream of creating a box with incredible photography capabilities is at a long last nearing fruition. Young sir, I hesitate to ask you, but could you perchance become my research assistant?" "Sure." "Ho ho, really? Really and truly? My heart leaps at your enthusiasm, but I feel I must tell you the path an assistant must follow is not a simple one. I demand that whosoever takes on the role of my assistant be an individual who can take whatever command I may issue and promptly complete it without hesitation. It will be quite a challenge, I assure you. But are you still sure you want to do this?" "Absolutely." "Ha! You must share my love of the pictograph. What is your name, young sir?" "Corin, is it?" "Well, actually, I'm a girl, but I mean, whatever. Go ahead and misgender me all you want to. That happens to me a lot at work. I'm not gonna lie. Well, anyways, very well then. I shall issue 3 commands to you. On the dawn of the day you complete all 3 tasks, you shall be my #1 assistant, Corin. Now then, for my first command, a love letter. Do you know what that is, young sir? It is a collection of words of love, long unspoken and put into written form. Somewhere in this town, there is one who, despite constant rejection, never learns the cold lesson of unrequited passion and continues to write letters of doomed love. I am certain the object of this sadly one-sided affection is in quite a quandary over the matter. I am of the mind that I must have a word with the unwanted suitor. However, I must have physical evidence, and thus your first task is to snap a pictograph of this individual in the act of sending the unwanted letters. That sounds easy, does it not? Rightly so. If you hope to be my assistant, you must perform this task with ease." Alright, so you're going to go ahead and talk to him. Oh yeah, so then he's talking about a guy who goes around carrying love letters and puts it into the mailbox. There's only one person like that in town, so the person in particular that he's talking about is this guy right here. His name is Garrickson, or he kind of looks like Mario now that I really think about it. Red overalls and whatnot. He's got a mustache. My mustache! So anyway, you're going to want to let him do his thing, just kind of walk around town for a little bit, but we're going to want to stay within sight of him because eventually at some point he's going to reach the mailbox over by the dock where the King of Red Lions is waiting. Well, anyway. Okay, I'm back. So he's finally over here, right next to this little entrance over here. The reason as to why, like, it's really annoying for him is because, like, you have to wait until he gets to, like, a certain point. If you catch up to him, like, a little too much, then he's not actually going to get to the mailbox. So you want to wait. Go ahead and snap a picture of him putting the mailbox or the letter into the mailbox, and then there you go. Alrighty, so now we can head on back over to Lenzo, and then we can actually give him the photographs. So every single time that you have like an instance like that, want to make sure that you actually get it right in the moment. The next one isn't nearly as hard, honestly. It's actually pretty easy. That I think is like actually the hardest one, just because you gotta wait for the guy. So anyway, go ahead and target Lenzo right here. Go ahead and use the pictograph. Show the picture to him. Oh ho! Now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Now, they say love is blind, but what could he be thinking mailing all these letters? I should not ridicule him, though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. Oh, shut up, dude! Really? Well, anyways, we pass the first test, blah, blah, blah. So we speak to him again. The next is my second command. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. Freaking, why don't you just stay out of people's business? Well, anyway, the guy that he's actually talking about is this dude over by the bar right above where Zanari's little shop is. This guy right here, his name is Zanari. So if you actually go up to the little coffee bar right over here, you're going to want to be quick about this one because this animation doesn't actually last for long. So if you actually go ahead and pick up a pot like this, here's the guy. You can throw it. And then, boom, like that. Hopefully that'll work. So when he's, like, shaking like that, you want to go ahead and try and snap the picture. And that's the other thing about this, too, is that Lenzo tends to be really finicky about what kind of pictures that he actually accepts. So you want to try and make sure that you get as much of the frame and much of the subject in frame as possible. I don't know if he's going to accept that or not. If he does, I will legitimately be surprised. What? He did? Okay. I cannot complain, young sir. You have passed in a most admirable manner. Say, and is it just me, or is this chap quite the striking individual? Does that mean you're gay? I don't know. I'm not judging or anything. Well, whatever. Or maybe he just thinks he's beautiful. I don't know. Somewhere in town is a couple, a man and a woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of the other, and yet for reasons unknown, the two have never spoken. Even when they happen, by chance, to pass each other in the road, they each steal a brief, furtive glance of the other, but they suppress the longing in their hearts. I cannot let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these two poor souls, I shall become Cupid, Archer of Love. Cupid, Archer of Love? Okay. And young Master Cord, if and when, hope beyond hope, you manage to complete this third task, then you shall be my #1 pupil. Oh, does it not excite you? Good luck to you, young sir. My God, you're a creep. Why did I ever agree to do this? Well, whatever. Man, we've been recording for like almost 2 hours now. But most of that time got taken up by that stupid freaking minigame. Well, the young woman that he's been talking about is actually this woman over here. If you actually speak to her. Well, what do you think about my outfit? You don't see my clothes this often. Do you think they're cute? Friend of mine, blah, 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 blah. From Outset Island. Oh, she has a friend out there? Huh, that's cool. So, no matter what, those the killer bees are actually going to be following you around, so you want to actually get out of the way. Where is this fellow that they're talking about? He's the guy... Oh, yeah, it's this guy right here. In the... kind of with, like, this hat, or, like, this really weird-looking hairstyle, but with a striped shirt. You don't look familiar, buddy. Are you some kind of tourist or something? If you are, I'll show you around. Why don't you join me for a little stroll around town? Our Windfall Island may be a little cozy, so to speak, but people from all over the world come here. The town's always lively. Why, just walking around and having a look at things is quite fun. That's the mark of a great town. No kidding. So anyway, leave him to his own devices and he'll go ahead and start walking. And much like with Garrickson and how you had to wait on him to basically get all the way from there over to freaking over to the mailbox, we have to do the exact same thing, but this time we have to do it for this. We have to wait until he gets all the way basically over here. So that's going to take, like, I don't know how long. So, but we're going to have to do it. So, in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and grind a couple rupees, like, here and there, just because I can, I guess, to pass the time. You know, to pass the timey-wimey, so to speak. But anyway, once we've gone ahead and done that, I will go ahead and get the picture, and then we can send off the final one to Lenzo. Hang on. Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. That didn't take nearly as long as I thought. Alright, so you want to make sure that you're just focused out a little bit, and then... wait for it. There we go. They're looking at each other, so go ahead and save that. Alright, now we can head back into Lenzo's Photoshop, and then we can finally give him the final photo. We can finally do this to finally do that to final, blah, 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 blah. I have to stop using the same words over and over again. Anyways, go ahead and show it to him. This is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see the love there, hidden but thriving. Can you feel the love tonight? Okay, anyway, I shall probably take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. And with that, now then, my young sir, you have completed all of the tasks I set you to. My doubts about you have all been cleared up. I shall hereby be proud to call you my assistant. And to reward you further for your fine efforts, I offer you this. The elderly lady next door tells me it has value of sorts. All of that, and you get a Joy Pendant. But in the Wii U version, you actually get the deluxe pictograph. And now, he says here, and now, if you keep talking to him, what you're going to have to do, basically from here on out, to get the deluxe pictograph, we're going to have to wait until after all of this is said and done. Because we're going to be like a few... It's going to be like a few dungeons later. We're going to have to wait to go to another area or to another island in order to complete that quest. But for the time being, we've done everything that I want to do, at least for now. So we've gotten to the treasure charts, we've gotten the pieces of heart, and we're all good to go. So I think that's going to do it for this recording session. Because freaking I spent way too long on that minigame and basically drove myself crazy. So anyways... I will see you guys next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. Next time, we're finally going to head on out to our boat and head on to our first major island of the game. Alright, so I will see you guys then. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.